Hey y'all, today we are going to be making some yummy bacon cheeseburger soup. Alright, so to start out with, you're going to go ahead and get your potatoes ready because we're going to need to do this in the morning because this is going to be a soup that we're going to be able to put in our crock pot and just let it cook all day long so we don't have to worry about it. And it's, a couple of tiny steps at the end of the day and your dinner is done. So go ahead and get your potatoes all peeled up. And I always feel like I need to put this disclaimer out there. If you are not comfortable peeling your potatoes with a knife, holding them in your hand, then please don't do it. Use your potato peeler or however it is that you can safely peel your potatoes. Because I would hate for y'all to do this because you think this is how you have to do it and then you cut a finger off and then I feel terrible. So anyway, just peel your potatoes, y'all. And you're going to need about 4 medium-sized potatoes or 3 little ones and a big old humongous one like I did. So then once we get our potatoes all good and washed up and get all that dirt off of them, we're going to go ahead and get them diced up. Now, you don't want to dice them too small because we are going to let this cook all day long, and you don't want your potatoes to just kind of disintegrate into nothing, but you also don't want them so big that, they're way bigger than a bite. You know what I mean? You want them to be bite size. So about the size you see me cutting up is what, will work just fine. My potatoes held together just fine, y'all. So once you get your taters all cut up, put those in your crock pot, and then you're going to cut up 1 onion and put that in your crock pot too. Now, I wish I would have had a bigger onion, but y'all know the debacle I had with them tiny onions I got. So let's not bring those bad memories back up. I'm going to get my own onions tomorrow, y'all. So anyway, go ahead, potatoes, onions in your crock pot. So now we're going to add in 1 container, 32-ounce container, or 4 cups of chicken broth. Now, I normally have chicken broth, like homemade chicken broth, and I do have some in the freezer, but I didn't think ahead and take it out. So I'm using a box. It's just fine. Use what you have. I'm also using low sodium. Use what you have. But if you don't have low sodium, just make sure you kind of watch the amount of salt that you put in there because you don't want it to be too salty. Okay, so now we're going to season it up a little bit. Now I'm adding some onion powder and some garlic powder, and then I'm going to add in some of this Kinder's caramelized onion butter. Now I love the caramelized onion burger flavor, but I haven't been able to find it lately. I'm going to Sam's tomorrow though, and I'm hoping they have it. So then I added a little salt and pepper. But what I'm doing is I'm seasoning this soup the same way that I would season a hamburger. So if you were going to be making burgers on the grill or burgers on the stove or whatever, that's the seasonings you want to put in this soup because it's a cheeseburger soup. So you want it to taste like what your cheeseburger would taste like, right? Doesn't that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So season it with whatever seasonings you like. Then we're going to put I'm going to put my insert down in the other part of the crock pot. But we're going to turn our crock pot on. Of course, put the lid on it. Turn it on. Look, plug it in. Don't ask me how I know you need to plug it in because y'all are... Okay, let's not talk about that. Let's move on. Okay, so anyway, crock pot on, lid on, low 6 to 8 hours. Or if you don't have that much time, high for 4 to 5, okay? So that's what we're going to do. All right? So let me remind y'all again, I am doing a giveaway at the end of the month or at the first of next month. So it's open now all the way to the end of the month. You'll find all the details in my family-friendly Halloween treats video. It's linked down in the description box for y'all. Okay, so now we need some bacon because we're making bacon cheeseburger soup, right? So the way that I'm going to cook my bacon today is I'm going to put this aluminum foil, tin foil, whatever y'all want to call it, on my cookie sheet or my bacon sheet or whatever you want to call that. And then I'm going to put on as many pieces of bacon that will fit. And I think I fit 8 on there. And I'm going to put this in the oven, 400 degrees. And I cook mine for about 15 minutes because I like mine crispy. Cook it however long you like, the way that you like your bacon. If you like it less crispy, cook it less time. But it's super easy. Once it's done, you take it out and you throw the tinfoil away and, you're done. It's easy cleanup. So anyway, while our bacon's cooking, we're going to go ahead and get our ground beef browned up. Now, this is at the end of the day, y'all. So we let our potatoes and onions cook all day, and about an hour before you're going to eat, you're going to want to do this part. Now, if you're not going to have time when you get home in the evening to do this, then do this in the morning, throw it in with your potatoes, and I'm sure it'll all be just fine if you let it cook all day. You know, it'll be fine, I'm sure. So anyway, cook your ground beef up, and then we're going to drain the grease off, but you're going to need this pan. So once you put your meat over there to drain, leave it over there, wipe your pan out, and then drop in 3 tablespoons of butter, because we're going to make a little cream sauce to put in our soup to make it creamy. So melt you 3 tablespoons of butter. Once your butter is melted, you're going to add in there 3 tablespoons. Look, I got stuff popping everywhere. 3 tablespoons of flour, just regular all-purpose flour. We're making a roux, y'all. So if you know how to make a roux, that's what we're doing. And if you don't know how to make a roux, this is how you do it. So everybody, you can learn something today if you didn't know. So go ahead, like I said, melt your butter, 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour. Now, we're not making a gumbo, so this don't need to cook forever and get super dark brown. We're just making a sauce, and we don't need it dark. So let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Then we're going to slowly whisk in, and y'all, don't even say it. I already know, I've known for a year since I've been on YouTube that I need a bigger whisk. And I still forget to buy it every time I go to the store. One of these days, y'all. One of these days, but not today. So slowly add in 2 cups of milk. Now, I didn't have milk. All I had was heavy whipping cream, shockingly. So that's what I used. But you can use milk or heavy whipping cream. Either one will work just fine. You're just going to let that come to a boil. You see how it was bubbling? And that's all you need to do, because we're going to put it in this pot and it'll be just fine. We're just using it to kind of thicken it up. So now we're going to go ahead and add our ground beef in, and then we're going to add in that cream sauce that we made, okay? Because it's getting close to time to eat, y'all, so we got to finish this off, okay? So add in your cream sauce right in the top. See there? It's not super thick, it's not as thick as what a gravy would be. It's still a little bit thin, but you see how thin our soup is right now? Watch in a few minutes, you'll see it's going to get thick. She going to get thick, y'all. So just wait. Just hang on. I know you're on the edge of your seat. So just stir that up, and make sure too, y'all, that you're tasting this along the way. If you need to add a little more seasoning, add some more seasoning. Whatever you need to do seasoning-wise. Just keep a check on that. So then I'm just going to pop the lid on and stick this over to the side, because now my bacon is ready and I need to get it chopped up to add to the pot, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and chop up my bacon. Now, I know y'all see how red my arm is. No, I'm not sunburned. You know what that is? Hot flash. I'm old and I'm falling apart, y'all. Anybody else? Let me know down in the comments. Anybody else just sweat 24 hours a day for no reason? No, just me? Okay, moving on. All right, now that your bacon is all nice and chopped up, go ahead and throw that over into your crock pot. And you see our soup is already starting to thicken up a little bit. See how it's gotten a little bit thicker since we added in that cream sauce? Okay, so now we're going to add the final step. We're going to add in about 2 cups of shredded cheese. Now, I'm using shredded Colby Jack, because that's what I had. If you have Fiesta blend, if you have plain cheddar, whatever you have will work just fine. Whatever you like to put on your burger, okay? If you put mozzarella on your burger, I don't know. I feel like cheddar is kind of always the answer when you do something like this, but do you, whatever kind of cheese you like, throw it in there. You need 2 cups of it. Put the lid on, let it cook for about another 30-45 minutes, okay? Still on low now. We're still on low. And that's it, y'all. Look at this soup. Oh my goodness. Look how thick she got. Look how thick she got, y'all. She is thick. But y'all, this soup is so dang good. Even people in my house, but in my life that don't like soup, love this soup. So you have got to give it a try. But that is all I have for y'all today. And, more to come. But I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.